everybody. Today we have this beautiful Dell Inspiron 7591. It's a 2-in-1 laptop. It's a Intel Core i7 10th gen with graphics MX250. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. So let's start with the bottom screws. Okay, now let's lift the bottom case. Find a gap where you can put your prying tool. Use only plastic tool, otherwise you are risking scratching your parts. Okay, once you disconnect all the clips, you can take it off. Here we have the part number. And now let's start with disconnecting the battery, so we don't cause any short. Now take out all the screws. So if your laptop doesn't hold the charge or the battery is swollen, you can replace it. Oh, there's one more screw here on the side. Alright, here we have the model number and the part number. Here we can see our memory slots under those covers. Let's see, okay. So when you spread those arms, the memory will pop out. This is how you can take it out. So if the memory doesn't work or you would like to upgrade to the bigger one, this is how you do it. The second slot was empty, so it was ready for upgrade. Here we have our Wi-Fi card. So if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace this card. Gently disconnect the antenna wires. They're very fragile. And that's how you pull it out. Here we have the model number, part number. Here we can see our storage. If your laptop doesn't boot, shows no boot device, or you would like to upgrade storage to the bigger one, that's how you do it. So unscrew this cover. And that's the actual drive. That's the NVMe SSD drive. Now we can access the fan and the heatsink. If your laptop overheats or the fan is making grinding noise, replace it. So let's take out all the screws. Disconnect all the cables which are in the way. That goes here. That's the cable for the I/O board. So let's take it out. Let's take out the screws from the fan. Let's see. So it looks like there is another screw here, so we have to lift this bracket. Okay, it was hidden here. Okay. And disconnect it from the motherboard. That's how we take it out. Here we have the part number. Now let's take out the heatsink. So if your cooling is bad, the heatsink is clogged or bent, you should replace it. So unscrew the screws from the GPU and from the processor. And now you can take out the heatsink. Sometimes it may be stuck because of the cooling paste once it dries, but this one wasn't. So if it's stuck, you have to gently lift it, don't bend it. It won't work if you bend it. Now let's see. Here we can see our speakers, so let's disconnect it. So if your sound is bad, you can replace the speaker. So here both sides are connected with one wire. Disconnected from the motherboard. And those are our speakers. Here we have the part number. Okay, now we will be pulling out the motherboard and the I/O board. So let's unscrew all the screws. Hinges are covering both boards, so we have to unscrew the hinge as well. Now let's take out the remaining screws from the motherboard. And disconnect all the cables. Okay. I always close those clips, they're very fragile, you may break them if you leave them open. Our keyboard. Video. Here the DC jack, we may be not able to disconnect now, maybe. Let's unfold the hinge, so we have better access there. Oh. Okay, so we disconnected the screen. Now let's disconnect the DC power jack. If your laptop isn't getting power or DC jack is broken, you can replace it. Here, one screw on the top. That's our DC jack. Here on the cable, on the white sticker, we have the part number. If you are looking for parts, check Got Laptop Parts. Here, this is how we take out the motherboard. Let's see the part number. That may be this one here. Okay, now let's take out this I/O board. This one will screw here. So this board has our CMOS battery, 2 USB ports and the audio port. So if those ports don't work, you can replace it. Here we have the part number. And here. Now, looks like we could take out the touchpad, but we won't be doing this right now. The keyboard is also held by screws, so if you take out all these tiny screws, you can replace just the keyboard. But very often this part is sold in one piece, like that, the keyboard, touchpad, Palmrest assembly. And here we have our screen left and the pen. So here we have the part number for the screen on the video cable. It's a beautiful screen, touch screen, 4K resolution, very fragile. All right, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.